So that was some of my personal highlights in my collection. Now let's move up to the most 5 expensive games that I've picked up for free. And full disclaimer, you're not gonna see anything here that's outrageously expensive. However, I have seen a few of the games that I have in my collection skyrocket in price when a new game in their series is launched. But it seems like they all bounce back to the price point where they were at before the sequel released. And all the prices came courtesy of pricecharting.com, and I double checked all my favorites and the most expensive ones against the lowest buy now on eBay, and they all matched, so I think that they are pretty accurate. And remember, I got these for free. And we're going from my 5th most expensive game to my most expensive game in ascending order. Okay, let's go. So first up is a triple feature that is tied for 5th place as my most 5 expensive games. And that is Gauntlet, Dark Legacy, Bujingai and Digimon World 4, and they are estimated to be worth $18 each. Gauntlet is a gauntlet game. It's a 4-player, or 2-player in this case, dungeon crawler where each player picks a class and then navigate through levels, pick up keys, XP, murder enemies, etc. It's a basic but fun RPG with friends. Bujingai is weird. It's a 505 published game, and I believe that it was exclusive to Japan and Europe. It's that kind of what the fuck fantasy Japan game where you don't really know what's going on because it doesn't make any sense. Mechanically, it's sort of a Devil May Cry knockoff and features Prince of Persia-esque platforming, and you play as a purple-haired boy who is probably immortal. And finally there is Digimon World 4, and Digimon World 4 is a Digimon game. It's a standard JRPG set in the Digimon universe.
Never pester me again!
You'll pay for what you did.
We'll put an end to this here and now.
Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King.
You will writhe in the unbearable agony of these thorns forever!
Next up is Dragon Quest VIII, coming in at $20. I didn't spend too much time with this one, but I am a casual fan of the series, which hasn't been easy in Europe. I played both 1 and 2 on an emulator because they were only released in North America in the West. And for 5 I had to play the fan translation because after 4 didn't do super well, 5 was never localized and the series didn't come back to the West until 8, which was the grand return of it, and in my case for Europe, grand entrance. And it definitely is that. It's the Final Fantasy VII of the Dragon Quest games, and its only flaw is that it had to compete with a dozen other RPG series that had copied it, and as a result it didn't do as well as Final Fantasy VII had half a decade earlier. But damn, is it pretty. The footage you're seeing is not indicative of what I'm seeing, but I think you can sort of make up that it has crisp, cel-shaded graphics that hold up really well even today. And the characters are charming and the combat system is Well, it's a JRPG, and I haven't ripped out my eyeballs yet, so it's got that going for it.
Inmate, back in your cell. Everything's under control.
All hell broke loose. You cannot escape what I bring about.
What's taking so long?
Your being here ain't no coincidence.
In a place where nothing is what it seems, you will choose your path and uncover the truth behind the suffering.
Third on our list is The Suffering at $21. It's a survival game that starts when a prison riot erupts, but there's also a demon/ghost invasion and we have to take control of the protagonist and help him escape. I would tell you his name, but every time I try to remember it, all I hear is this high-pitched screeching, so I'm sure his name is very dumb and very edgy. The game features a combo first and third person perspective, and the player can change in between the two viewpoints at the flick of a button. And the controls suck, and I've tried the PC version and it both feels better to play but also looks better. So go play that instead.
Available now for the PlayStation 2 system, coming soon for Wii.
Second on our list and coming in at $29 is Godzilla Unleashed. It's an arena fighter where you fight as classic Godzilla monsters in a bunch of different modes. There is a story mode, but it's just a thinly veiled excuse to have a dream matchup between giant monsters, and that's absolutely fine.
That's not true. You carry the awful weight of the seal. We must find you a place to rest.
Allow him to bathe in her gratitude and love.
I truly love Footy Eye with my innermost soul.
The goddess will die.
No, that's not true. You lie.
No more gods, we are free.
And for the most expensive free game in my collection, we have Dragon Guard 2 going for $50 at the point of writing this. Like I've mentioned earlier, some of my games fluctuate in price quite a lot if they are part of a still running series and that series gets a new installment. And no game is a better illustration of this than Dragon Guard 2 and the rest of the series by extent. I remember looking at the Dragon Guard series when Nier Automata had just come out, and it was a lot higher back then than it is now. And when a remaster of Nier was announced, it took another but small hike in price. Is it good? Truthfully, I don't know. I have this plan to play and review all of the games once I've collected them, but so far I only have Nier on Xbox 360 and this one.
Arriva in edicola la prima collezione di giochi per PlayStation 2, per i collezionisti di sfide. Da venerdì 13 aprile a solo €13,90 con il giorno, il resto del Carlino e la Nazione.
As for the rest of the games I've found for free, here they are in no particular order: Rogue Galaxy, Dirge of Cerberus, Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, Wild Arms 3, Code of the Samurai, SmackDown, Backyard Wrestling, SmackDown 2006, SmackDown vs. Raw, Time Crisis 2, Odin Sphere, Full Spectrum Warrior, American Chopper, Sly 3, Tekken Tag Tournament, Unlimited Saga, Lord of the Rings The Third Age, Fight Club, Celebrity Deathmatch, Tekken 5, Turbo Trucks, SmackDown 2007, Duel Masters, Gladiator, Sword of Vengeance, Hulk Ultimate Destruction, Dynasty Warriors 4 Empires, SmackDown 2009, Rumble Roses XX, Phantasy Star Universe, The Golden Compass, Monopoly, Hulk, and Sly 2 Band of Thieves. These, combined with the games that I described in greater detail earlier in the video, come in at a total value of $521. Plus whatever the 3 games that PriceCharting.com couldn't find a price for are worth. And that is my $0 gaming setup and the games that I picked up for free that are worth a lot more than the $0 I didn't pay for them. I hope you enjoyed a look at some trash I fished out of the garbage.